Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazzo, coming at you guys with another conversation. Yeah, and today I'm excited to bring to you the band Witcheater out from the UK. Yeah, woo woo. Hey guys, would you like to introduce yourselves to the everyone who might be watching? So yeah, go for it.
I'm Jordan, the drummer, behind the scenes a lot. I'm 19 and live in the Wallasey.
Lovely, lovely.
I'm Emilio, I do vocals, I'm 19. I also help out in the songwriting process a little bit. Yeah, I've been doing vocals for 2 years, 3 years, not too long, but I've been getting the hang of it pretty quick.
Nice.
I'm Olli, I'm the bass player, and that's it.
And that's it.
I'm Ted. Me and Olli started the band when we were in college. I play guitar and I wrote a lot of the earlier stuff.
Nice. Oh, perfect segue because I wanted to start up. You guys have been a band for about a year now, I think.
Year and a half, I think. We started practicing June 2022, maybe earlier. The first ever practice, it was just us three guys. It was Olli, the man himself on drums, Tad on guitar, and then me doing vocals. I've still got a video of that first ever practice on my phone.
We only practiced 2 songs, and that was 2 songs.
Well, the thing is,
it was different.
Yeah, we practiced Ifrit and Acolyte. Those are the 2 earliest songs we wrote, or they wrote, and then I came along and wrote some vocals to them.
So we started doing we had to play doom metal at the start, so I'm not a very good drummer. So we had to find Jordan to fill that space.
Jordan late to the party, my man. What's going on?
Always is. No, not late.
Okay, so those 2 songs that you guys started off with, are they still in rotation, or did they evolve into other songs?
They're on EP.
Ifrit's definitely still on rotation. And then Acolyte, we've not been playing it too much. It depends what show we're playing. So, for example, we played a heavier, more beatdown show in Manchester, and we decided not to do Acolyte because it's one of the least heavy songs we have.
I see.
For example, when we do a big show, like when we do a headliner, we usually just every single song we put it in the set, and we just play every song we know.
Oh, I see. And speaking of big shows, very impressed in such a short time. Y'all have done a lot of good stuff and played a lot of good shows, a lot of sold out shows. I was surprised when I was doing my research. Kudos, congratulations, being a band that young and selling out shows. I know that's not easy.
Yeah, the first show we ever did, it was in a place in Liverpool, EBGB's, and it's this just tiny little basement venue. And it was our first show with the first band on. It was already pretty packed out and stuff. It was crazy. And then the second one we did, we played the Jack.
Yeah,
and
the Jacaranda's pretty much just a basement. It's it's a bar, and then you walk in, you go down the stairs, and it's just this tiny basement room, and it's just the coolest venue ever.
70 cap at max time.
Yeah.
I think I looked on your Instagram. Is it the one that's it's like a circular basement, or is that?
That's EBGB. So EBGB's with the brick wall.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the Jacaranda's. How do we explain it? In one of the photos I sent you for the thumbnail, the wide one, that's the Jacaranda.
The stage is in an L shape because it's that small of a room. It's
okay. I think I've seen some on your Instagram, and I remember you showing me that picture, that venue, how it looks and everything. So that one's like a 70 cap, and then the round one in Liverpool, a little bit bigger, or about the same?
I think it's 100 maybe.
It's split into 2.
Yeah, that's EV. The one with the round one, the round ceiling is the one that we're playing with Portrayal of Guilt at.
Oh, which I will get into later, but yeah, that's pretty dope. I will say, as I've gotten older, I've gone to more European shows and stuff. It's very interesting to see where basement shows and more DIY compared to America. I feel like I'm in some kind of World War II bunker in some European shows, just how the basement, those round shaped, and just there's a lot of brick, and this is solid and we in a basement.
Yeah, the scene in the UK it's I don't know how to explain it. In Liverpool, I feel like it's gotten bigger. in like the last 2 years or so. One of my favorite bands of all time, God Complex, is from Liverpool. They
I
play.
need to check them out. I've been hearing a lot of news about them.
Yeah, they're so good. They're so good. And the vocalist is just insane. Like his vocals are just crazy, and he's a very big influence on my vocals.
Oh, nice. Local, not local, but like bands in the same country influencing each other is a really great way to support each other and build the scene up and everything. So that's really dope.
Yeah.
Also, I've been told by like a few bands from like Impale and whatnot, the lead scene is kind of coming up.
That was our first show we ever played in Leeds, and we just talk about it like every time. We just like, oh, I just want to go back to Leeds.
Leeds is so fun. Like even outside of playing the show, like the city is just so nice. Like it's huge. Like and it just seems really friendly, and we definitely want to go back and play there again.
Okay, because I was convinced after having a few conversations with like Leo and Morgan over in Impale and other people I know in the UK. I'm like, I want to go to Leeds. Like they make it sound so interesting for shows and just a good time. And it sounds like you guys are. It's kind of true. Y'all are backing that up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's really it's also quite progressive, and it's just a great place for like anyone of like any walk of life to go and just go to a show, and like it's really good. We love playing there, and we definitely have to play there again.
Oh, nice. So, I guess I'll backtrack a little bit later, but okay, you guys play Leeds, Liverpool, and you're home. Well, you're all from different, I guess, towns. But essentially, what is your you played in your hometown?
We're all from this place called, well, no, we're not. So me and Jordan, we're from this place called The Whirl. The Whirl.
The Whirl.
It's like a small peninsula, and it's got quite a few like different towns, I think you call them. That's where we're from, and these two are from Cheshire, I believe.
I'm from Chester.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's all sort of just in the same county, which is Merseyside, so that's why.
That's why you guys claim that.
We all met because when we were all like around 16, when you get to college in the UK, we all came to Wirral Met, which is here in Birkenhead. We were on like different levels and stuff. Me and Olli were in the same class, and then Jordan and Emilio were in the same class.
Oh, so you guys knew each other, but the idea of being in a band hadn't popped in your head yet. You guys just like were friends and acquaintances.
It was just me and Ted for like a year, just making like.
It was just stoner metal, really.
We just made like stoner metal songs for like a year, and just never did anything with it. And then we met Emilio because we were covering Engine 9, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely a song.
Yeah.
We were going to a practice one day, and then it was just like, oh yeah, I found a vocalist. And you just came, and it was
fun, yeah. And by that point, then we've been doing vocals for like a year, maybe probably less actually. And I was okay sometimes, but a lot of the time I wasn't very good.
When we were in together, you were playing bass for that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So when I was at college, when I was 17, like 2 years ago. I used to play bass. I used to do backing vocals as well. In like a college project, I think we covered Carpe Diem by Will Haven. We did a metal cover of the My Chemical Romance cover of Beat It.
That's sick.
I've also got the video of the Beat It cover on my phone, and I've also got the audio of the Carpe Diem cover. And I went back and I listened to that cover, and oh my god, it was not good.
Oh, it can't be that bad. I'm pretty sure it's not that bad.
Honestly, it wasn't that bad, but you know, it's nice to go back and watch and see all the progress I made with vocals. Like I had no idea what a fry scream was or like a false chord was. I didn't even know how to differentiate. All I knew was highs and lows. Which
hey, that's good.
But now I've delved more into like different techniques like glottal compression, which is I think it's like to do with your nose when you go really nasally like this, and you can do the Mitch Lucker high. that's what he does. He uses a lot of compression, so he does like a yeah, like that. Sorry, I haven't warmed up, but sorry if I was.
No, that was good. That was good. I like that.
So I think Mitch Lucker definitely a big influence on me as well. But yeah, I've still got a long way to go with learning vocals and like just getting to a point where I sound good and I feel good and I'm not like tiring myself out. But it's really hard to be relaxed and not tire myself out because I'm still new to the whole show thing and I still get so anxious when I get up on stage and I look out and I look at the crowd. I'm like, oh, I can't even look at the crowd.
I got that a lot when we first started playing shows.
Yeah, but as of recently, I feel like we've gotten a lot more confident. But like we could definitely be like myself, I could definitely be a lot better in terms of as a front man of like and addressing the crowd and stuff. I feel like I should do that more. So.
Hey, you guys got all the time in the world. Y'all still young and thriving. Y'all can do so much in the time that you got. So, like, take your time, but also keep it going. Like, I believe in you guys a lot, especially since you're so young and already selling out shows. So, sky's the limit, guys. You got this. Which also, I wanted to say, backtracking to originally what shows have you guys played outside of your home? Liverpool, I'm curious, what have you done a lot outside in other cities?
Decent and that, yeah. We played Manchester quite a few times. It was like once we started doing a lot of stuff in Liverpool, we had to sort of like venture out of Manchester. We know a lot of bands in Manchester as well.
Around the area we live, it's like if you want to go to shows, it's you go to Liverpool or you go to Manchester. There's like that's the nearest.
There's no shows. The only shows that happened. So like you go to Liverpool, which is on the other side of the water, and right now we're on the Wirral, which is like over. On this side of the water. There are no shows that happen. The only shows that happen are cover band shows, pub shows. They're the only things that happen. Yeah, they're the only ones that happen over this side of the water. There are a few little venues that put on some metal bands, but there's really nothing big going on this side. It's all about like Ted said, Liverpool and Manchester.
So it sounds like your area is pretty stagnant and whatnot, like cover bands, just nothing where it's fine to play, but you could grow your own scene, but it's really hard to grow when there's not much going on.
Yeah, that's good.
So when you go out of town, are all your shows do you get the same vibe? Are there some places that you get a better reaction, or they're all kind of equally the same, or do you have a particular place like, yes, we're going here?
It's a bit weird because Liverpool and Manchester are very different from when we played shows. Because whenever we play Liverpool, it's always like a decent amount of crowds and it's enough people are giving it some energy and stuff and everything. And then when it's been Manchester, it's been a lot of black.
It's like Manchester's just finding out about us, kind of. We've been doing stuff in Liverpool quite a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like slowly living over there.
Yeah.
Nice. So when you have these shows, now do you feel like a lot of the crowd is like, oh, they're here for us, Witcheater? Or like it's a mix like, oh, we're happy to be here, but they're really here for these other bands, but we're happy to be here? Like, which vibe do you guys get a lot when you're at these shows?
People have heard about us before. When we went to Leeds, it was like most of the bands heard about us, and the sound engineer was talking about us as well. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it was. What was I gonna say? Oh no.
It happens to the best of us. I know. Losing track. That's all right. Hey, but that means good conversation. We're having a great conversation. A lot's going on, so it's totally understand. It'll come back to you. But okay, so you guys having great reception and everything, which makes me think your first EP, Splitting Tongues. It's been out for about 4, almost 5 months now. You played it around to other places and whatnot. How's the reception been? Like people, your friends and family and whatnot. Like, do you get the reception you were like feeling, or did you want people to think of it in another way? Like, how's it been?
It's a really good question. So I feel like when we first played the EP with like the song, well, there was only one song that people didn't know, and that was Splitting Tongues. And when we first played that, like people, I don't think people really just knew what to do because it was like the intro is, I wrote the song and the intro is a bit like different, and yeah, like I said, I think people just didn't know what to do. But now that we've played it more, people are moshing to it and they seem to like it. So
They're kind of catching on to it and everything.
yeah,
People knew the words to one of the songs, which I think is pretty good.
yeah. Everybody knows Kill Streak. I think Kill Streak is collectively everyone who knows us. It's everyone's favorite song.
That's the song that everyone's like, we're waiting for it. Come on, give it to us. Give it to us.
We got the sample as well, and people just go nuts for it. Like we didn't even have to play the sample when we did the release show. We did a release show at the Casimir Stock Room in Liverpool, which is sort of nearby to the Jacaranda and EBGBs. They're all in like the
Like a
same
little triangle.
Yeah, they're all in like the same. A lot of the venues in Liverpool. And when we so when we played Kill Streak, we had the sample obviously, but like 2 people jumped on stage to scream it with us, and like everyone.
That was the first. No one had ever done.
Yeah, and like I think that was the first time that someone had like screamed the lyrics at me because like
you're like,
no one.
What do I do? Oh, hey.
Like, that's never happened before, and I've never had the opportunity to like pass the mic to someone, but it's been happening more now. And it's a crazy feeling, like truly is.
Imagine goosebumps and whatnot. You're just like, oh yeah, you're singing the lyrics that I wrote. Oh my god, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's sick. So I'm loving the traction you're all getting, everything. So with the EP out and everything, I'm curious. Each member, particularly, is there a particular song that each like individual that you're like, for me, this song rips, like, and like what part of that song makes you like, oh, I fucking love this song a lot? I'm just curious.
That's a good question. You go first.
Jordan.
I forgot. I always forget the song names all the time.
We got Imprint, Killstreak, Alkaloid, Rivers of Blood, Splitting Tongues, Ditch. Got them pulled up here for you.
Yeah.
In those,
I always just ask what
I have to look at you and shout.
Definitely Rivers of Blood because of the ending. I just love the ending of that one. It's super groovy. And it's just like, it always just, as soon as you see me in like every single live video, I'm just like, not going hard. It's like my favorite part.
I remember when I wrote that song, I sent it to you and you rang me up and it was like, I think this is the best thing.
You sent me it, I was so happy. I was like, oh, this is a great, like, it's truly a great song, and like, so definitely one of my favorites now in the set list. For me, my favorite song, or the one that like I feel hits the hardest, is it changes a lot. So I think right now it's Ifrit. I love the 2-step, and I really like the rhyme scheme I did with the over the 2-step, and I think it just sounds really cool. It's definitely like, in terms of vocals, the grooviest track, and it's probably some of my best lyric writing in my opinion. I originally wrote for that song for a hip hop song because I used to want to be a rapper before we started all this. So those lyrics were intended for like a 90s type hip hop, like Mobb Deep type vibe. That's what I was going for. So these Mobb Deep-esque lyrics, changed them around a bit and stuff.
That's making a lot of sense because as I was reading the lyrics, I was like, this has got a really good flow to it in my head and stuff. And I'm like, now that you say that, Mobb Deep, yeah, I get the reference.
That's exactly what I was going for. So I'd like, because I've changed what I do with vocals, or I changed what I do with vocals a lot. I really like what I've been doing with Ifrit lately, which is doing like a fry scream, but doing a low fry scream. It sounds really, like explain it. It sounds really tight, a lot tighter than the false chord, which is the scream. So I started doing that, and yeah, Ifrit, I feel hits the hardest. The breakdown is sick. The it's just
it just gets you going. That's the one you're like, I'm hyped, I'm ready, let's fuck shit up.
Exactly.
Nice.
Split into, for me, any song we write that's got like a solo bass bit on it, I fucking love. Because like, especially in Splitting Tongues, because Emilio does his spoken word, little speech, and I just love fucking just stomping around, giving it all.
That part's pretty sick and everything, yeah.
My bass bit, Emilio just shouts bitch as hard as he can. And I just fucking goes so hard.
Nice.
So Rivers of Blood because of that like bar key.
Oh yeah.
Any song that's got like an animal noise in it. It's like, I really like that.
Yeah, it was definitely Matt Honeycutt who made me do that bark and Rivers of Blood. Like his barks are just so good, and I was like, dude, I have to put one of these in our song.
It's the only reason I have a mic. It's just to like bark, and that's the only reason.
It sounds really good. River of Blood is technically, I would say, my favorite song on the EP.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know. It just rips really hard for me. Like I was like, man, yeah, I would want to see these guys just for this song, particularly.
I think playing Splitting Tongues. When we play it live, playing Splitting Tongues is my favourite because there's a riff where it's just goes like, da, 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 da. It's so good.
Yeah. It's
got a lot of
I
different
get-
riffs in that's why I like it.
You
It's
get to
like
that
going-
song and then I just start smiling and it's like ready for it.
It sounds so hard. Oh my god. And I think for
It
me,
sounds so hard. I'm getting so excited. Oh my god. Love it. I love it.
one of my favorite parts about Splitting Tongues is the bridge to the first breakdown, because there's two breakdowns in there. The bridge, which is like dun 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 dun. Dun,
It's
dun,
so good,
dun,
just two
with the
breakdowns.
that's my favorite part. That's absolutely my favorite part of Splitting Tongues. It's just too groovy.
It is really good.
I would say like this, the back end of the EP is pretty groovy, from Rivers of Blood, Splitting Tongues, and the ending Ditch and everything. Well, Ditch just goes really hard.
Yeah, it's just one massive breakdown.
Yeah.
When we were playing, we played a headliner here in our hometown, Birkenhead, at a place called Future Yard. And it's where we usually practice because we got rehearsal rooms and stuff downstairs. And we just wanted to write a breakdown just to end the set with, and just it be as stupidly heavy as we can. it didn't need to be like any more than a minute long. So we just wrote it out, and then we played it that night, and then it just made on TV afterwards.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Oh, it definitely.
At first, the song, the lyrics were just breathe, 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 breathe. And Sam was like, "You can't have it as that. You can't have it as that." I was
Yes,
like,
you can.
"Fine."
You can do whatever you want. You should have kept that as it is. Could have done that.
And then, I got to thinking, I was like, "Oh, ditch." And then, well, yeah, I think those lyrics are sick. Like, those are really good lyrics. I'm proud of myself.
Speaking of lyrics, I was curious. I want to say, would you say your songs are open to interpretation, or they're pretty, like, they have a definite meaning with each song? Because I try to come up like with the meaning for per song, so I'm wondering if I got any close, if I'm near that or anything.
Yeah. So with my lyric writing, it tends to be, what would be the right word? I think linear might be the word, because when I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know if it's the right definition, but when I write my lyrics, I tend to just listen to the song and just write whatever comes to me, and like whatever I think would sound the best, like what words would sound the best. And mostly there's not much meaning behind the songs. Like there's meaning, and there's stuff that like means something to me, but I don't think it's that easy to interpret.
Well, okay, I see what you mean. It's not linear. It's just whatever naturally comes out when you listen to it for like once. Well, do you write the lyrics as the song is being made at the time, or do you wait until everything's done and just listen to it raw and just kind of pen as you go?
I listen to it raw. I sit down, I have a smoke, I sit down outside for half an hour, and then I get the bass for the lyrics down, and then as the days go by, I'll look at them again and go, "Oh, I don't like that, I'll change that." And then a lot of tweaking happens once I write the lyrics. I don't think I've ever written a song, like lyrics for a song, and then just kept the lyrics the same. I always end up changing them.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the lyrics are talking about like mental health and stuff, and they're probably like, some of it's about my own struggles and just like how I feel or how I felt since I was like 14. So I was like in between schools and stuff, and some of the lyrics are pretty forward and very honest, and I don't know if anyone I feel like if anyone else feels the same way I do, then they might be able to like make sense of the lyrics, if that makes sense. But Yeah, but a lot of on the earlier songs they were a bit more edgy per se.
I remember the first track. Like, I feel like it was like so easy.
Oh, stop.
It was
Some of the lyrics were real edgy. I changed Acolyte so much. We wrote that song a year ago, and I like up until like 2 months ago, I swear I was still changing stuff on it.
Hey, art. It's art. It's a constant process. That's all right. That's good. I mean, it might take a while, but you're comfortable with the lyrics now, right?
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to writing new lyrics and doing new stuff for my voice. Like, I can't wait to just. It's because it's been a while since I recorded those vocals, and like there's a lot of stuff I not necessarily don't like, but with the experience I've gained since I recorded those vocals, like the stuff that I know now, I can do better. So I'm just excited to record again, so I can show people what I've learned, I guess.
Nice. I'll be excited to hear it and everything. And I'm really happy that when you say most of your lyrics were talking about mental health, that's kind of where like most of my interpretations were coming, like internal struggles with yourself and kind of fight that battle within and not let it like bother other people in a way, and a lot of mental health problems. So kind of happy I was able to interpret your lyrics A-okay and everything.
Yeah.
Which also now with the drumming and the guitar and bass side, were there any parts that you guys like how do you guys write on your own individual level? Like, do you just like I have to sit with one of the other members to write something out, or do you just break a riff up on the go and then just like, hey guys, I got this? Like, what's your writing process like?
We kind of with ideas and stuff, and then there's been a lot of times where like I've come to like Emilio with a song and stuff, and I think like, what do you think of this? Or there's a bunch of songs. There's one song that you won't stop talking about that I wrote when I was like 17.
I know exactly.
I hate it so much, and it does not stop talking about it. Oh my god! But yeah, we sort of just come to each other with ideas and stuff, and there's been I feel like in future it's gonna just be ideas that none of us bring from outside, that it's all just gonna be all of us in a room together and see what we can do there. So I feel like we do really gel together when in a practice room, when we're coming up with ideas and stuff, even like with Ditch and stuff, when we all wrote it together, so it just flows really good. And if we're able to make stuff like that, then it's like if we actually sit down and take more of the time to do it, then it's good.
Yeah, I feel like with the next music we write, it's definitely going to be a step above the rest, I think, because the EP is basically like a compilation because it's all songs that we've just wrote as we've done a lot since we started. So we didn't really change, like not necessarily change much, but
there's like 3 or 4 songs that we don't play anymore.
Yeah,
like, we played at our first 2 shows, but like we don't play them ever again. We're probably gonna be reworked in some way. There's one that we do want to rework, but yeah.
When I wrote, I'm convinced I'm gonna make one.
Yeah. We wrote a song. It was just like had the sickest, grooviest bass riff ever, and then there was just
no one else like that.
Yeah, so we played it at shows. It was like,
it's not even that I didn't like it. It was a lot of the lyrics I wrote, or like the lyrics I wrote and the rhyme patterns I wrote at the start were very energy consuming, and like I do, like for example the song he wrote, like there's lyrics pretty much over the entire song. I don't know why I used to write like that, but I'm a dickhead for doing that. I like every time we'd play it after, I'd be like, Jesus Christ. I would just be so tired.
You just winded yourself out.
I'd be so tired, and there's a couple, like I said, a lot with the earlier songs, they tend to be more tiring with the stuff that I'm writing now, because I feel like I'm starting to understand more about how to write lyrics for a song. Because I'm there, I think I'm good, but I think there's definitely a lot to work on. I just need to understand like context, because music is pretty much just all about context. Because
right,
like, because if you hear someone shows you like just the breakdown, you're like, oh, okay, it's just the breakdown. But I feel like it's all about like the build up and how you get to that breakdown. And it applies the same way with vocals. So I think I'm gonna try and write my lyrics in a more storytelling fashion. Like I'm gonna like make it so it actually makes sense and like I'm trying to write a story. That's what I'm gonna try and do.
So it sounds like some people might say like more of a coherent story, like everything flows together in a better way lyrically. Is that what you want to shoot for next time?
Yeah, I do. I want to make something. I want to write something that people will read and they'll just get it. Not necessarily get it straight away, but they'll be able to understand the message that I'm trying to convey with that song or the lyrics even.
And I just need to write something to go with it.
Yeah.
Nice. Which this makes me want. I'm curious about future releases. Like from what you've learned from your EP Splitting Tongues, is there anything that you want to like oh, we don't want to do that anymore? Kind of get rid of that technique. / is there anything that you're kind of interested in like trying a new kind of equipment, a different recording style? Like what do you got in your head that you want to like switch it up a little bit? I'm curious.
That's what I want to say. Your questions are amazing. your questions are so good. Like they're the most thought-provoking questions ever.
I've been a teacher for the past 10 years, an English teacher here in Korea, so I've had to really rework a lot of my questions myself. So I appreciate that.
So I think for me and like how I write, and I think Ted feels the same way. We both want to write just stuff that's gone. How I'd say it's like stuff that's got more going on. Like when you listen to a song, like the most popular song by a band, usually like I don't know how to explain it, but there's
I want to be on my toes the entire song.
Yeah.
Like there's songs which we listen to, it's like even past the whole song with it's just the whole energy all the way through, and then I feel like there's a lot with our songs. There are bits where it's like I feel like when we're on stage, it's just like there's nothing really going on in this, but it's just a bit filler.
Yeah.
It's like people waiting for like one bit.
Yeah, I don't want people waiting
through.
for something. I want them to be able to enjoy it, build it.
Yeah, I agree definitely. I think we want to make stuff that's like I said, got more going on and like stuff to keep people interested because that's what it's about. Like
The live setting, yeah.
As a music consumer myself, and as we're all music consumers, like you want to hear a song and you want it to keep you like Ted said on your toes, and you want to hear something different. Like I feel like what we did with the EP is good, and how far we've come in the year is good, but we need to do something a little more different, I think.
Yeah,
As they say, step up your game a bit.
I like building on songs we've already got as well. Like for the first song we released, Transpire Through Day, that one's like pretty groovy all the way through. We changed like the breakdown at the end.
Yeah.
So like, that kind of switches it up a bit for people who come.
Yeah, that was also Transpire. When we first did our first show, we were playing like Drop A and stuff, and that's what all of the stuff was originally wrote in.
Yeah.
And then it came to like our second show and stuff. It's like, no, we could just go lower and it could be better. And then we tried it in a rehearsal. It's like just go lower. Just get we with the whammies. We just like put it down like as many as you can.
It's getting
Lower. Just make it lower.
Yeah. So we sat on Drop G and we were like, yeah, Drop G's good. Like it's low and it's like not too low. But I think for our ears, like anything that's above Drop F is not going to sound that low. So Drop G to me is not that low of a tuning, but to a lot of other people, it's definitely quite a low tuning. But like, yeah, we feel comfortable with that, and I think we'll probably stick with Drop G, or we might go lower. Like, we don't know how we feel.
We're gonna be in hell without low tuning. So that's how dark we're gonna go.
Nice. Awesome. Another thing I want to talk about, the EP cover. Any particular, like, an artist who did it, or like, is there any meaning to it? It's like a witch eating a baby, so it's pretty. From what I get, that's what it is. Yeah, and it's pretty on the nose, Witcheater. So, just a cool cover, or is there something else to it?
So I was on TikTok and I was scrolling and I saw this guy called Delancey Throne. On like all the social media handles are Delancey Throne. And I saw his art and I was like, yeah, it was just sick. Like his art is amazing. It's so dark and just I feel like it captures what
if it's one word, it's disturbing.
Yeah, it's just like what we said to him when we asked for the album, when we asked for the EP cover was like, we want something that's like dungeon synthy and like we just want it to be just like unsettling pretty much. I don't know if in the future we'll do that again. I don't know whether we'll change the style of what our covers are, but I think we'll probably go to him again because his art is just, it's amazing. His art is so
Makes
good.
everything sound kind of heavier as well. When the
Yeah.
when the EP covers that like grim, it's like everything just sounds like way better.
I said this to them like 3 months ago. I said, a good song is so much better when the cover art is fucking sick. And they were like, what does that mean? Like, obviously it doesn't change how the song sounds,
But it does
Well,
at
I
the
feel-
same time. It's like,
I
It
feel
does.
like
It kind of, yeah.
it gives you the vibe of what you're listening to, like, and
you
you
know
want
what you're going into.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're like,
I feel like
obviously, a bit grim.
it really adds to it. So we really, because with the covers before, they were sort of just like minimalist covers that we just did ourselves.
Mm.
To, I don't know, do something better with the covers and make it more, just cooler to look at, I guess.
There'll be more thought put into it. Stuff when we do something like that, which will be good.
I see. I will say the cover art. I think what I like about it, because when I first saw it, because it's kind of hard to look at. Like it's not a very like well lit or whatever. So I really had to like stare at it. I was like, okay, that's a person. Oh, those are like you can't just like look at it real quick. I know what it is and be done with it. It really draws you in. So I'd say that you guys went in a good direction in that because you can't ignore the art. Like you have to pay attention to it. And okay, this band, all right, let's see, let's go on, let's check them out more. So kudos for that. Good choice on that, I would say.
Yeah, we're going to a gig after this.
What was that?
We're going to a gig after this, so it's been a pretty good day.
Oh, okay, wait, so it's good. When this finishes up, will it be like 6, 7 o'clock for y'all?
Yeah, we got loads of
it's-
time.
Yeah.
It's like 6 here now, so.
Soon I will be on that time because I think Germany and UK are pretty much on the same time zone.
I think it's like
more.
an hour, 2 hours difference,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I'll be close enough to you guys. Who knows? Maybe I'll just come over and pop over for a minute. Who knows?
We'll
Anyway.
wait till to watch us play. Yeah, you should. I mean,
Be on the
Yeah,
guest
maybe
list.
you would be on the guest list.
Don't tempt me. I always drag my mother to the UK. We have no plans. If you have a show in the next 2 weeks, if you can put one together, I might just pull through. Don't tempt me. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about your influences. Yeah? Is that cool?
Yeah.
I asked you guys individually, and I'm very curious and intrigued by some of your picks. Emilio, I would have to start with you because you did cover one of my favorite bands, the Acacia Strand. Great fucking choice. You got Flesh and Modern Color. How do those bands influence you, or any other music influence you?
So when I did my influences, when I wrote them down, I didn't do as many of the ones that I should have. So Animosity is a massive influence for me.
I can fucking see that for sure. Whoa, Animosity, that's a throwback. What? Oh, but yeah, I definitely see it.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands of all time, easily. Like the record they put out in 2007 is just banger after banger after banger. It's just back to back. Every song is just interesting, and they're definitely who I look up to in terms of songwriting and like what I want to do eventually and like what I think works.
Oh, they're so good. I saw them live before I even knew about them. And then yeah. Like we said 2007, it unlocked. I was like, oh yeah, I randomly saw them. And I didn't know anything about them until like years later. I was like, oh, I saw Animosity those all before. I was happy I watched them. And I remember vividly like, these guys are good, but I'm not really feeling it at the time. But then I went back and I was like, oh, no, like I'm happy I watched them everything, but yeah, I totally missed out on them for a couple years. But I got to see them, so.
That's sick. That's awesome. So vocally, the Acacia Strain, Vince from the Acacia Strain, massive influence on me. Like, especially now because he's like his vocals have just gone up, and his vocals keep going up. Like his vocals they're definitely more refined compared to a lot of the older shows.
Especially, very refined. Especially seeing they're like one of my, I think, third show I ever went to.
Really?
Back
Oh
in
my
2008 when I saw them when they were doing Continent. I went. Do you guys know Gwen Stacy by chance?
Yes, I know Gwen Stacy. Are they Christian metalcore? I think they
Yeah,
are.
I remember. I
Yeah.
was like, I'll say I got more into this kind of music through like scene and emo music, I would say, and new metal back in the day. And I was like, oh, I want to see Gwen Stacy, and it was like, well, who's this band? The Acacia Strand, and it was like Whitechapel, and I wanted to say Unearth and Protest the Hero or all this. I just wanted to see Gwen Stacy, but I always stay for all the shows out of respect. Even at the beginning, I was like, I don't know these other bands, but I don't want to be dick. I paid, I want to see it, and I literally was like, instant fell in love with the Acacia Strand. Top 5, if not top 3 bands of my entire life. Vividly remember that in 2007, just watching them just like blow my fucking mind. And Vincent's vocals from then till now, like you said, refined. Yes.
Yeah, completely. So him is like his style, the style of lows he does, and like the way he carries his vocals, where he doesn't separate his words as much as other vocalists do, and he tends to like keep a word going. Like when you go and he does stuff like that, and that like really influenced me, and I do a lot of that stuff live, even though it is tiring. Like Vince is a god. I tried singing one of the songs off the new album. I could definitely do it, but it's a hard song. Like it takes a lot of breath control and like a lot of knowledge about his instrument, his voice. So like great vocalist, one of the best in my opinion.
Nice. I respect the influences, Emilio. Very good choices. Jordan, I'm curious. You had quite a bit of influences. We got here Low, Title Fight, Job for a Cowboy, No Relief, Kubla Khan, Limp Bizkit, Chelsea Grin, God Complex, Carnifex, Vane, Pain of Truth, Fleshwater, Movements, False Hope, Scout, Big Destroyer. We got a lot of influences here.
Well, most of them, yeah. Like I just love all the drum styles. Like I try to incorporate all of them, but usually it turns out to be a mess. Like I'll try something new, and then I'll just like be all messy because I'm just like so many things in my head that I can just do, and I just like try and mix them, and it just goes bad. But then there's some out there that I just like stick to, like what's it called? What's that band called again? What's that band called?
What genre?
Which band?
Go on, name a song.
Give us more.
Give more riff. Do a riff.
That's all of them.
Just say what genre.
That sounds like Day to Remember to me.
It's beat down, yeah.
Is it damn fighting words?
No, it's not dance. It's Final Words.
Final Words.
We played a show of Final Words.
Oh, it's a band within the local scene and whatnot that you played with.
Final Words, when I listened to them first time, was like just absolutely like mind blowing to me, and I just wanted to start learning like all this new stuff like blast beats, and I just like started using it, and then Ted started adding it into the songs, and I was like, this is like perfect. So I got a lot of influence on them, but like my first influence was definitely Rush. Then they were just like fills on fills. I don't really do fills.
He used to sit and show me videos of like the
I used to like
he showed me like a 20-minute drum solo and made me sit and watch
like,
Wait, 20-minute solo? That's possible? Oh.
Yeah, he has like all these cool like effects and parts, like where he has just like chimes and then a gong and then like 5,000 toms.
It's not a drum kit, it's a drum house.
Yeah, it's a drum house. It's like you'll be covered in them. I just love that stuff. Because that's what I want to kind of do. I just want to have like the most craziest sounds, like just like fill in some parts. So just like will be like really cool.
So wait, I'm curious. Are you a self-taught drummer, or did you take like practical classes? Because I've been trying to learn drums for the past while, like a year now, because of Corona and stuff, and I'm just doing things on my own. So I'm curious about your particular style.
Well, I didn't like drums at first. I wanted to be a guitarist.
Sing.
I saw Emilio doing his Carpe Diem cover on the stage in college, and I was like, damn, I can't be a guitarist, because like everyone was doing guitar at the time, so I was like, I'm gonna be a drummer then. and that's when I started drumming, which was like 2 years ago now.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and then what's called Ted made me get a double kick, and then I started learning. And then Ted showed me his songs, and I was like, I need to learn all these. I want to be so bad. And then I started practicing like every single day. I'd wake up, practice before college, then get home, practice. It was like,
Jordan, I commend you. You're dedicated.
He doesn't practice that much anymore. You know, he can sing
anymore.
all his praises about from what 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm late to the part. Oh, you're not keeping up, Jordan? You disappoint me, my man.
We're gonna prompt him, like, but he said today that he's been practicing more and doing some covers and stuff. So.
Yeah.
We love him really.
It's like I do practice like here and then, but now lately I've started getting into the grind set more, like I used to, because I'm just like listening to more bands now. I'm just like, I want to be like these too, and then I just want to like play fast fills and then do some stupid stuff on the double kit. It's just like the fun parts.
I don't blame you. Those are the best parts of the drum. I want to play them when I practice as well. So I totally understand, Jordan. Nice. Ted, you got some like Linkin Park, Godplex, Whitechapel, pretty few influences, but I'm pretty sure there's more than that. But like, yeah, how does your writing go based on those influences?
I really started. I only listened to really stuff like Linkin Park and like a lot of just like little sort of little things when I was younger. But I started going to shows when I was like 16, and the first kind of shows I went to was like metalcore stuff. I saw Iceland Kills, and I went to go see like Architects and stuff. But it was mainly just a lot of Linkin Park. Really, it was the first bit of music I ever bought was Hybrid Theory in a CD. It was in Game Station, if you remember Game Station. And yeah, even stuff like the Reanimation album that they did and stuff. It's one of my fucking favourite ones and stuff. I listened to a lot of Deathcore. So Whitechapel was a big influence. The Valley is one of my favourite albums. When they brought that out, it was just like on repeat in my headphones every day. I loved it so much. It was so groovy and stuff. And even vocally, trying to get the hang of vocals, not anywhere as near as good as eerie. I can only do I can't do like fry screams or anything. I can do inhales like sort of like stuff.
Really good at inhales though, inhales are fucking hard, but I think what I've like seen from inhales, I think that it's a slower process than it is with learning exhales. But once you like get to that, once you practice enough, despite it being so slow, like people like you can be really good at inhales.
Yeah, there's some little bits of like backing vocals and stuff on the EP where I'm like backing like some of Emilio screams and stuff. I did when we were first writing stuff, recording the lyrics. He was trying to teach me how to do like fry screams and stuff. I could scream on there and
soft. What are they? I think it's called a pitched false chord, but it's sort of like the knock loose scream. It's like one sec. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, it's like I call it the terror scream because it sounds like when you do it right, it sounds like someone being like stabbed or something.
It does sound like someone's like kind of like there's like a nervousness to it, like some like there's some scared, like they're scared a little bit.
Yeah, that's a scream I've been doing since we started. Yeah.
I also played a lot of drums when I was I used to be in like air cadets and stuff, but I used to do like marching drums and stuff. So I really got at rudiments and stuff and everything, and then I sort of sat when I got into college. I just sat in a drum kit every day, and I was just trying to play these rudiments elsewhere on the kit, and I was trying to make fills and stuff. And I was doing covers. It was around that time I started going to shows and stuff. One of the first shows I went to, I saw it was God Complex and Load played in Liverpool. I hadn't heard of God Complex before, and I was like, it was biblical. It was so good. It just like the drum patterns and stuff. I was trying to sit there in college and just try and get hold of them. It's like I couldn't because it's just too hard. But I just sit and try and listen to loads of the songs and stuff. Just try to get down. It's so good.
Nice. So you're a bit of a jack of all trades, a little bit of everything. You dabble in here and there, drums, bass, vocals, guitars.
I gotta say, I missed out some key influences. So I missed out Loathe, big influence. Sawtooth Grin, they're like MySpace grindcore. Next Tuesday, also MySpace grindcore, and Pig Destroyer. They're also like main influences for me. I just wanted to get that out.
Nice. Pig Destroyer, I know for sure. But the other bands, I'm not too sure. I'll have to check those out. You have to let me know about those.
Yeah.
And I realized too, I got Olli and Jordan's influences mixed up earlier. So Olli, you have a huge list of influences.
Yeah, I know. Out of all of us, I'm the one who's like, I was never into metal until like I started college and I met Ted. So, like a proper like emo.
I showed you Loathe and you just like.
Yeah, literally. Ted made me listen to Loathe, and I was like, it literally like changed my life. And like, I don't know. So like my influences end up being like, because I then obviously I got into sort of metalcore bands sort of way later than like it was cool to like. It was like Ted was showing me all this like deathcore like Whitechapel, and like he showed me Suicide Silence. Like he just sat there and like showed me all the live videos. And like I sort of went through all the phases everyone goes through, but like in a 2-month period. Like I had like metalcore, deathcore, but I had a weird like black metal sort of thing.
Dang, you went like a crash course on everything.
And then like it just sort of all came to the end. And like
there wasn't much for us to do in college other than sit and watch just like videos of band sets and stuff.
We just sit and play like hardcore like beats and like just make riffs around that for like an hour.
Hey, you use your time wisely. I think learning instruments, all that stuff, music, it's a very important thing. So good time, time well spent. Which with influences, you guys, we talked about and everything. I'm kind of curious about your opinion on UK hot bands.
We'll go on.
So simply, thumbs up, thumbs down. How do you feel about these bands that I'm going to throw at you? And I just want to see you guys' initial reaction and how you guys might react to one another, and maybe small discussion. So first one, I think everyone here might generally like them. I've never still listened to them. I haven't checked them out yet, but let's see. Sleep Token.
All right. No,
not for me. So
no, I'm like right. Okay. I'm like, I think it's really, really good, and he's got like an amazing voice. I just don't listen to it. It's like I see it live, and I'm like, that's sick. Like I like everything I've got going on, but I'm just like, I wouldn't listen to it. Like I say, they have all those songs that have like funk breakdowns in it. And like I think they're making metal more accessible by having like a band that's a lot more people can enjoy like softer music, but they do like heavy like breakdowns. So it's like you can slowly initiate people into like heavier music.
Same with Spirit Box as well.
Yeah,
in like 2020, 2021, I listened to quite a bit of Sleep Token. I don't remember exactly what albums I listened to, but I think it was the main album I listened to was the one they released in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. That was when they leaned a bit more toward the heavier side, and they had less of the sort of, would you say, pop influences.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're cool. And like I second what Olli said. They're definitely making metal more accessible, and like, that's the main thing.
The only thing that turns me off from them is the whole mystery sort of thing around them. I think it gets a bit like
it gives people something to talk about.
Yeah. But it's like sometimes that's why like I'm just not into the whole like,
it also
thing around.
Sets them apart as well.
Yeah.
I don't like them because I'm just mainly into just
Beat down and slam. Only listens to beat down and slam, nothing else.
I fucking love Jordan's response. Sleep Token, just straight up to the point. In his head, like Olli and Emilio are like, well, look, there's a little nuances here, Jordan. I don't play that shit. I love it. But I need to check them out. That everyone's been telling about them. Like everything I've been told, it's literally half what you guys are saying. So I'm really late on the train, but I need to check them out. Next, Employed to Serve.
Sick.
Oh,
amazing. Yeah, good.
This is the first time I've ever heard about them. I've never heard this band name ever. So it sounds like they've got a lot of clout. They deserve the praise they're getting.
Yeah, they're good. When I was in high school, I listened to a lot of Employed to Serve. The first album they put out with the grey album cover, that album is so heavy, and it's cool to see how they've changed, because some of their newer stuff is more leaning towards just like modern metal, which modern metal is obviously a wide spectrum, but there is a sound that is popular at the moment. But there's still albums. But that first album is dirty and it's dirty and harsh. It's harsh on the ears. I listened to it in full volume in high school, and Employer Served, sick. Yeah, that's what I gotta say.
That's what I like to hear. All right. I'm also a lot of these bands. Yeah, I think I only know like 4 bands out here. The next one, Ithaca.
I know Ithaca.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, they must be really new, but yeah. Any opinions?
I've not listened to them though.
I'm not listening to them. From what I heard, I think they're sick, like obviously, but it's just not really my sound. I don't think it's not really. It's probably if I listen to them all the way through, like their entire discography, there'd definitely be some songs that I'd really like, but for me personally, it's not really my type of heavy mostly.
Interesting. All right. I don't know how to pronounce this one. I'm gonna go with Urne. Urne. Urne.
I haven't heard of them.
Oh, okay. So there may be 2 new that I don't even know. Harriet.
Yeah, fuck yeah, awesome.
Oh fuck! I literally I think there was a new. I think the singer in this band did a feature on the new End album.
Yeah.
Her name is like Debbie something.
Yeah. I think
Okay,
so.
I never heard it. Like whatever she did on that part of that song was amazing, and your guys' reaction. Clearly, I'm missing out on something with this band.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like black and hardcore stuff, and it's hearing like just like doomy and sludgy riffs, and there's like high screams, and then there's like amazing cleans and stuff, and it just blends so well together. It's perfect. I love it so much.
Nice. That is one new genre that I'm really enjoying. Black and hardcore. Something about it. It rips. Like whenever I hear a band go with that. So okay. Conjurer.
Yeah.
I saw them in No Place. They were really good.
We've seen that. They're really good, man. I've
never Nice.
heard them before, but they've got.
They're not on like a major label or a big. They seem like still like undiscovered in a way, or are they signed?
They've gotten quite a bit bigger like recently. Because they like headlined this like festival we went to. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's a band I need to check. Another one I need to check out. This one's Slavbard. Svalbard. Slavbard. There's like a female vocalist to it.
No, I don't think I haven't had it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. This one I definitely have heard. I still need to check them out because everyone gets like weirded out by their name. Pupil Slicer.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the name lives up, like their sound lives up to their name, right?
Yeah, it definitely does. I haven't seen them live, but from what I remember listening to, they're really heavy and they've got some mancore influences, which I very much like because Dillinger Escape Plan, one of the greatest bands of all time, easily. Like
R.I.P.
Miss Machine is such a good album. The breakdown in Van Damsel is just disgusting.
He just sat there and showed me like these like Dillinger Escape Plan like songs, just the breakdown.
I swear I showed you the entire song. I think I made you sit through the entire song.
You did. You just made me sit in that chair.
I made him sit through the entirety of Van Damsel's like Dillinger Escape Plan because it is such a heavy song.
You can't go wrong with Dillinger. You just can't. Yeah. I think I already know the answer to the next one. How you guys feel about it? Loaf.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I've seen
needs no
explanation.
explanation.
Yeah. One of the greatest bands of all time.
Okay. I feel really bad saying that. I still can't get into them. Am I missing out on something?
Have you had some of the earlier albums?
The only one I've listened to is the one. It's like a gold album with like lights on it and stuff. I think it's their debut.
That's like the newest one. They got the Cold Sun album they did. It's got like loads of ambient shit in it. It's so well done and like loads of synthy stuff, loads of like mad guitar effects and stuff. Yeah.
The first album's a lot more sugary as well.
Yeah, they've got an EP before that which is more like metalcore stuff.
Yeah.
The Cold Sun's one of my favourite.
The song I'd recommend is like, well, personally one of my favourite songs. It's heavy as balls.
Please, because
yeah.
everyone I know in my circle of friends, I'm like, I'm trying, but I just haven't got into it. Maybe, because I didn't check out their EPs. I just checked out the debut. And I was kind of like, I kind of got it, but I didn't get it at the same time.
Yeah, Rest and Violence is one of my favourite songs by Load. And these all love Rest and Violence as well. It's just, the intro is just the intro is sick, and then the riff after is just the bountiest mode. It's just genty as fuck, and it's,
I will absolutely listen to it after this podcast and just immediately text you right after. I will do that.
I'm gonna send you the name of the song.
Please do. I got some time to kill before I need to go to the airport, so this will be perfect for me to do something afterwards. So thank you. And the last one here, I think you guys are gonna probably all agree that you like this. Malevolence.
Yeah. It took me so long to get into them, but like now I can't stop listening to them. They're like so good.
Yeah, we saw Guilt Trip a while ago. They're kind of like under the similar kind of genre, but that was like
it was Guilt Trip, Rough Justice. They're all like the same one.
Yeah,
that crossover style.
Yeah.
Because Malevolence got, and then it's sort of like too metal for hardcore, too hardcore for metal. It's like blends both together.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I never listened to it, but I saw them live before I ever heard any of their stuff this past year.
They've been going for 8
Yeah, they've been going since like 2011 or something.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah.
It was 10 years.
They've been grinding.
Such a long time to think about being in a band, because obviously we've only been in a band for like a year or so. And like, to imagine just having 10 years of being in a band is just like crazy to think about. And it must be so cool to just look back on every single memory that you've made as a band.
Oh, absolutely. Anything in life, work, art, as long as you're grinding it out, doing it, you're going to make so many memories and everything. Just can't give up on it. But it sounds like they've been probably grinding like hard. I didn't know they were around since 2011. That's
like their old stuff's like just as good as the stuff they put out now as well.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize they've been going for that long, but it's like they've stayed on like a consistent level, and it's just like growing.
And I won't say that's hard. I think that's probably harder to do than being like really bad album, really good, bad. Like consistency that's hard. So kudos to them. You think that they're being that consistent. So I need to dive in. Well, I like them. They're good. Yes.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Good thumbs up for the boys in Malevolence. And Guilt Trip. Just listen to them for the first time.
Yeah, I love Guilt Trip.
Yeah, they're pretty good. The UK, y'all pumping out some good stuff these days.
Feels got some mad bands on Manchester. Mad.
All right. Now I want to talk about something that's really important. That, like, what I want to know from you guys and everything. Your opinion on UK food.
All right. I mean,
so these are the top. I was looking it up. I've only been to the UK once, a long time ago, but I feel like my opinion doesn't matter anymore since I haven't been there so long. But I looked up top fast food restaurants in the UK. We talked about music influence. Let's talk about some food influences. How do you feel about these particular restaurants that I'm gonna have to? Apparently, these are the top ones in the UK, and I want to hear how you feel about them.
McDonald's have to have security guards outside, so it's a bit of there's not much choice.
Oh, that's quite grim. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's not even on my top list. It wasn't on the top list I found, McDonald's, but maybe that's why it's a little dangerous out there in McDonald's in the UK. Got to be careful. Oh. There's this place called Leon.
Oh, I love Leon. I was like, hey, Leon. No. Listen.
I didn't look at what these are, except for like 3 of them I know, but I have no idea what a Leon. So please.
Because I was vegan for 6 years, not anymore. But like it's such like a heavy burger. It was like unreal, and that was like my go-to. It was like a tenner, but still it was worth it. So I'm gonna back you say sure.
So Leon's is like a burger fast food place, or like is that what it is?
They're not grape salads, though.
Oh.
My opinion is, my mate works there. I kept on blogging because Mike Tyson went there once. And like he
What's it
said,
nothing to do with the food?
yeah, what he
I'm sure
went
maybe
there,
it's
so then they called it the Mike Tyson special, and then he was like, "You should try it." I tried it, and then I was in the bathroom vomiting. So I hated it so bad. I
What
can't.
happened today?
It's like I'm so plain. I'd rather just have a plain cheeseburger, and that's it.
That's all he eats, plain cheese.
Yeah, he just eats
Jordan is my
nuggets.
spirit animal. That's me all the way too, baby. Jordan, we're just in sync on everything. I love this man.
He eats tuna and rice. He eats
That's
tuna,
gross.
canned tuna and plain rice. This guy is not. No, he plain rice and canned tuna. I don't know. He doesn't cook.
Hey, I can't say that's a good delicacy. I do the same thing. Rice, tuna, mix it up. You're vindicated, Jordan. I'm with you. I got you. I'm with you all the way. I'm ride or die. Leave my man alone. Leave Jordan alone.
Alright,
But Jordan, throw some spices in there. Do you at least throw in some pepper?
Yeah, I throw in like salt into like the pan when I'm boiling it. Well,
That's so British. That's like such like the English. It's like, oh, what just eat it with salt and pepper.
Oh my god.
How many spices? Yes, salt.
It's something. He got something in his bowl. Greg's. I think I've heard of this place before, but I'm not.
Oh, I actually had a Greg sausage roll today, and it was succulent, and the pastry was. It was good. It was good pastry, man.
Depends what time of the day you go.
Yeah,
If it's like in the morning.
They do like sausage rolls and like pastries and stuff. They do like hot drinks and like.
Ooh, you got me at pastries. I love me some pastries. So Greg's in the morning. That's where you got to be.
It's cheap as well.
Sausage roll is like breakfast of the UK, in my opinion.
You buy four for the price of 3 as well, so
Yeah.
you can't really go wrong.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm starving right now too. Ooh, you make me hungry. I already know about this one. I think you guys are gonna probably agree. I've heard a lot of great things about Nando's.
Never been.
I've heard nothing.
It's just
It's
chicken.
overrated.
Yeah.
It's overrated.
Oh, it's
It's-
overrated. A little hyped up.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like KFC, but like you can't take it away.
Oh no. Oh,
KFC.
it's only dine in only.
Yeah.
Unless like you
It's like a restaurant, yeah.
I've never been like, so I'm a chef and I cook at home a lot, and like I see the chicken dishes that people get, and I'm like, I could just make that at home. Like, there's no point in going out and spending all that money on some half seasoned chicken when I can just make my own chicken.
You can buy like all of the Nando's seasoning and sauce and stuff just in like
So, I won't lie,
supermarkets
though.
and stuff.
The peri peri sauce is good.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten that,
Yeah,
but
it's true.
they do have good sauces and good
Because you can
seasonings.
buy the sauces separate in like shops, and that's like when it's good.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to Nando's.
Nah,
I'm gonna just get the
absolutely not.
sauce.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
So buy the Nando's sauce separately and get a Greg's sausage pastry and mix it together.
Sausage roll, that's
That's
you,
actually
you can't go wrong unless you catch them at the right time or the wrong time even. It's so. There's another one called Sayers that I live by, and if you
Yeah,
go there at the
Sayers.
wrong time, like the pastry's dry and it's just not good. You gotta hit Greg's or Sayers in the morning, and you will have the best sausage roll ever. Anytime past 3 p.m., it won't be good.
Pound bakery as well.
Greg's past 3 p.m. It's gonna be a bad time. Noted.
Maybe even past 1 p.m. Like
Yeah. Even that's a bit late.
No PMs. Just I'll stick to the AM.
yeah.
It's an AM type of play.
Exactly.
Yes. This one, Wagamama.
I've never been there either.
I'd say
I
that's
have-
overrated as well.
It's
That's
like
overrated.
Don't they give you just like a bowl with like noodles and dishwater?
Yeah, it's more for the aesthetic appeal. It's like
Did you
it's like-
say dishwater?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
it's like-
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
well,
It's like a little pond in front of you and crack the neck in it and make it like dress it up with it. It's not worth like
is
this.
it like even a nice broth?
Yeah. This is
I hate when
if I'm
you
hungry,
get a dish from a restaurant and like it's a broth based
broth.
dish. If the broth's not good, that is ridiculous. I'm like, you need your money back.
Emilio's a chef, you see, it's way so it's a
Yeah,
serious.
You need a good broth.
It's
Like
broth
you
here.
can get a better broth in a goddamn shin cup. The seasoning they put in shin cup
Yeah,
is
that's
so
so
good.
good.
And if you add some soy sauce as well.
ooh, damn. Okay, that sounds good. All right, and then last thing before we go and everything, I asked you guys your favorite pizza toppings and everything, and I'm curious, why is your pizza topping the best, and why your other band members' pizza toppings is shit?
Pepperoni is simple. It's all you need. Pepperoni. It's
Right. Yeah, but
why?
meat face, get
No,
everything you
no,
want
it's
out
just
of
too
it.
much. Like, it's too much.
Thin and crispy barbecue base.
No,
right.
thin and crispy.
That's very
pepperoni.
specific. Double bacon and ground beef.
Absolutely no. Thin and crispy pepperoni is the only way. It's the only thing I've ever gotten from Domino's.
I agree with thin and crispy, but less starch.
But I'm a pepperoni guy.
I won't touch tomato base. It's barbecue base.
He's ham and sweet corn like
I know
that.
he's disgusting.
Sweet corn, like
Did
that.
Ted just say he won't touch tomato?
I can't stand it. It's only barbecue base.
Sushi. Yeah.
All right. This
Pepperoni's
podcast can go into the trash. I respect it. I respect it. That's a bold statement. I've never heard that before, but hey, I respect your choice. Okay.
Yeah, but pepperoni is the best because it's it's just simple and like. But if I'm at a proper pizza restaurant, I don't get pepperoni. I get Diavola, which is like it can range from like any like sort of sausage meat, but it's usually chorizo. And chorizo on pizza and like the peppers as well. Spicy pizza is good as fuck. Is what I'm trying to say. I love spicy pizza.
Can't argue that, Emilio. Cannot argue that at all. Yeah. Well, now, thank you guys. This has been a wonderful conversation. I'm hoping to do some more in the future if you guys are open to it and everything.
I can do that, yeah.
Awesome. Before we head out, anything? Was there anything you would like to plug or say anything before we head out and everything? The floor is yours.
We've only got like 2 more shows of the year. We're playing with Portrayal of Guilt on the 10th of December.
Yeah, and our mates in Manchester with our mates Forager.
Yeah.
Shout out Forager down in the
Forager.
Shout out Forager.
Forager is sick. They did some really cool shows recently.
They like our first game
Best
was with
band in
them.
the world.
Yeah.
They are
Forager are the band that we did our first ever show with. They were the headliner. They were just sick. It was such
Oh
a
shit.
That set was so good. And this is the first show we've done with them since we started. Since that first show. So it'll be nice to see them again.
Yeah. It's always good seeing.
Yeah.
the boys.
Nice, coming full circle and everything. Forager. I wanted to talk about Forager and the Portrayal of Guilt, but I didn't get around to it. But we'll get it around in round 2 next time, probably next year or sometime like that. Which I'm excited to talk to y'all again. So, Witcheater, everyone, thank you for coming by and everything, and I will see you guys later.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Catch you
See
later.
you later.
Later. Enjoy the show tonight, guys.
We will.
So,
Nice.
Oh.
Even when you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you. When punctuality